Wow. Wasn't expecting this many people, so this is a lovely surprise. I see some familiar faces in the audience, which is great. Welcome to DevStream 177. It's the first one we've done live in a very long time. Haven't been at PAX in a very long time. But it's not just me on this stage. I'm feeling very lonely and frightened. So I'm going to get the rest of the panelists up on stage. We have two creative directors joining us. We have Rebecca Ford, creative director of Warframe.
Jump over top now. You said DevStream 177. We didn't practice at all. It's fine.
178. And creative director of Soulframe, Jeff Crooks. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome.
I was warned about this chair.
Oh, yeah, that chair makes a farting noise. Be
Yeah,
careful.
it's a
Do it. He won't do it. Okay.
Maybe later. So yeah, like I said, we haven't been at PAX in 6 or 7 years.
Been a while. This was the first convention we ever came to when Warframe was 11 years ago.
You were just looking at photos.
I was just looking at
young
photos.
Rebecca.
We were part of the NVIDIA booth for Warframe 11 years ago. And PAX East has always been my favorite because it's felt like home. It was our first one.
We love Boston. We love Boston. So we have a lot to show you today. Of course, we're going to talk Warframe. We're going to talk Soulframe.
Just a little.
A lot.
We have a timer.
We do have a timer, and it's stressing me out, but it's fine. I will do like a tiny bit of housekeeping if you're familiar with DevStreams.
Wait, who's watched a DevStream before? Like an Okay.
Oh.
Cool. You know what to expect then. That makes this so much easier. Yeah.
You know the expectations for our DevStreams.
Modo vacuum.
If you're watching at home, there is no Twitch drop. I love you. We'll get back to it, I swear. Sorry. Oh, the gasp in the crowd.
I was even shocked. I'm
sorry. We're not at home. We do have Gift of the Lotus alerts in-game. They are 72 hours because if you're here, you're not playing Warframe, but you could be. So 72 hours of Gift of the Lotus alerts will be live after the stream ends, a form of blueprint and a written cipher you can get yourself in-game. And all right, we're going to get into it. Get comfy, because we have you for an hour and a half, which if you know the recent dev streams, is pretty normal, because I always go over the hour time limit, and that's my bad. We're going to talk Warframe, we're going to talk Soulframe. We do have time at the end of the stream for live audience Q&A. You'll see the microphones don't line up yet, but if you have a question you would love to ask anyone that is on this panel, including our special guest.
Oh.
Eventually, you could ask them as well. So just stay tuned, and we'll get it sorted out if you'd like to do a question, and we'll give you an answer at the end of the stream. Maybe. We'll see. All right. Believe it or not, Warframe's 11 years old.
Who's been playing for a year or 11 years?
¿Protea o Saku? Yo creo que van a colocar a Protea, ¿no? Mentira, Saku fue primero que Protea, si mal no recuerdo, ¿no? Primero fue Saku. O sea, por orden de salida, Saku. Pero depende de la fecha, ¿no? Depende de la fecha y popularidad del Warframe. Pues estoy equivocado. ¡Ay! La camiseta no está para nada mal. Aunque me gustó más el logo del 10º aniversario. El del año pasado estuvo brutal. Pero la camiseta está buena. Necesito una camiseta nueva de Warframe. Juega ahora para recompensas gratis. Nueva Dex Nicana. Y prepárate para lo que viene. Dante y Warframe 1999. Comienzan el 22 de marzo, o sea, hoy. Las alertas arrancan hoy.
That's smart. Put the free thing with the update. I get it.
Enticing. No, I'm just kidding. But anyone who logs into Warframe will get that inbox with Kana, and then we have alerts for, I think, 8 weeks of alerts with all the previous year's deck stuff. So
8 semanas de alertas posiblemente.
I think this will be our 9th year, so there's 8 years worth of Dex items to get.
It's not a complicated game at all. It's the first you're hearing of Warframe. Totally not. You don't need to do homework, I swear.
It's not. It's just fashion frame. It's all good. And then we have changed it up a little bit this year. We have some challenging alerts as well for anyone who maybe is a veteran player and wants a little bit of challenge instead of Dex alerts.
¿En directo sí se está viendo bien? Sí, cierto.
Difficulty alerts as well and get yourself some goodies. So lots of in-game stuff there for our 11-year birthday anniversary. And we do have new merch. If you want to pre-order some Warframe 11-year merch, get yourself a t-shirt and a pin. Pre-order it now.
Merchandise! Yeah. Housekeeping.
It's housekeeping, I'm sorry. Now we know we're turning 11. TennoCon is going into its 9th year. Has anyone ever been to TennoCon here? Wow.
Oh, a lot of Americans don't have passports, I find, so it's like a, we come to you.
Yeah, I do recognize a lot of faces in the audience, which is really nice. So yeah, TennoCon over the years, if you don't know, is Warframe's annual convention. And we've been doing it for, this will be our 9th year, and it's a day to just celebrate you coming to London, Ontario, wanting to hang out with us, and we show you kind of the latest and greatest as to what's going on. And we kind of talked about this earlier, but we do have tickets launching on March 28th, the physical tickets as well as the digital pack. And for the first time, we're going to see what exactly those digital items could be.
First time ever?
First time world premiere!
Oh my god, world premiere!
No, I'm just kidding. What are we looking at? What are we looking at?
We're really going all in on the 1999 theme for this year's TennoCon stuff, which you'll be very clear why by the end of this panel. You'll get some first look at more 1999 stuff. But our team really put together a killer bundle this year. Whether you're coming in person or if you're just able to grab the digital pack, you'll get these. Those are some throwing weapon skins and a Sayandana that actually is a
straight up backpack. What
you put in that backpack, we won't ask. It's all. And there's a little symbol on there that will start to mean more and more depending on, you know, there's symbols everywhere with those with eyes to see them.
Mm-hmm. And not featured in this art, but it was too cute not to show, that's also in this digital pack, is perhaps a floof version. If you don't know, this is
Se ve chulo, no se ve mal.
He is going to be in floof version for the digital pack, and just too cute not to show. So March 28th, these are all going to be going live. Again, if you want to come to London, Ontario, hang out with us, see all of it live, meet the rest of the crew. March 28th, these tickets will be going on sale, and then of course the digital pack as well.
And for the Americans in the CAD means Canadian dollars. Oh. So in your money, that's like
it's a deal.
¿Qué más, Gómez? Gracias por el follow, parce, bienvenido.
Not true.
That is,
but it might as well.
Very inaccurate.
I tried to buy a coffee this morning, and that was devastating.
Oh
no.
Speaking of that, I guess I don't know. One of the
Bien,
great
¿no,
things
Skitter?
about
¿Cómo estás?
TennoCon is that it's also a charity initiative, and this year I'm happy to say that we are pairing with 2 charities: Sick Kids, the largest center dedicated to Canadian health, children's health in Canada, as well as Able Gamers. So we're going to be supporting the Able Gamers. We're going to be supporting them. They're a part of TennoCon, so just thrilled to have them on board. And you know, in more coming soon.
Is that housekeeping over?
Housekeeping's over.
We did a team.
We got through housekeeping. Let's get to some fun, shall we? Dante Unbound is coming next week, March 27th, on all platforms.
Yeah. The follow-up update.
Qué grande, Helsing.
Buenas y nos vemos en Canadá, que voy para Ala.
Bueno, papi, disfruta mucho el viaje y muchísimas gracias de verdad, viejo Helsing, por los 4 mesesazos de suscripción, papi. Dios te bendiga y buen viaje. ¿Me traes algo bonito? Si quieres te doy la dirección para que me mandes algo chulo de Canadá. ¿Primera vez que vas a una Tenno con Helsing? ¿O ya ha sido?
other Warframe meal. I don't know.
Ew.
I don't know. It's important to
Que
us.
me hablaba mi
to
esposa,
give,
pero no.
and we've done this for years and years. To try and have something. If we can't do a quest because it's a smaller update, at least there can be something. So we're bringing back a very fan favorite character to serve as the antagonist for this update for what what happened.
Bueno, yo creo que hoy el gameplay que trajeron va a estar pregrabado, ¿no? No lo van a jugar ahí en directo con todo el mundo. Asumo porque están en un evento, ¿no?
Get all that information himself. Dante had to help him, and if Dante went missing, Liverians ended.
And we know Liverians are, Prex cards.
Yes. Oh yeah, you added an asset in like an hour ago.
Yeah.
That's an impressive
Yeah.
segue.
Do you like that segue? Thank you.
That was because that was very quick.
Thank you. Shout out to Eric Vetter who sent us
He just wanted to show.
Ah, está haciendo es por trabajo. Yo pensé que ibas a ir por la TENOCON.
Sent me this like an hour ago.
Bueno, igual, rico, papi.
Dante
Viajar,
Prex card that is going to be
bien.
coming, obviously, in Dante.
Ah, bueno, ya la acomodaste. Vas por trabajo y de una vez vas por la TENOCON. Claro.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy with
Okay, Eric.
Chimba,
All
parce.
right.
Okay, Eric.
Everyone at the company
Yo estoy
begged
esperando,
for-
todavía sigo esperando.
Give us
A
a
que me
prep
invite
there.
de...
We also brought a little video just to kind of encapsulate what is coming in
No?
Dante Unbound, because there is a lot. So let's just tune into that video, shall we?
Bueno, ahora sí vamos con el video de Dante.
This room was to be a shrine to one of my dearest friends.
Yo quiero son esas nuevas armas Incarnan.
Oh, that shall never come to pass.
Claro. Disponible 27 de marzo.
Just a little teaser. We've been talking about
I
Dante
know, I feel
Unbound
bad.
for like, I know. We're gonna salute to Sticky Corners.
That's
It's
the real
finally
key of the update.
Sticky Corners.
Sticky corners.
Yeah, no more sticky corners.
Like, farewell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah. Goodbye. All because of if you were on an angle and a level, the physics would block you. This has plagued me for 11 years.
No more. What will plague you next?
I have a couple things.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah,
got a list.
there's a couple
Yeah.
things.
As we've already talked about, Dante Unbound, Steinax is officially coming. Just had to show you this glorious key art of Steinax Deluxe because it's one of the most incredible skins
So
I've ever seen.
Yep.
Yo sé. Bueno, creo que lo único que no me gusta de esta skin de Steinax es
You can. It's
Lo de las
it's
tetillas, ¿no?
Fury, and it has its own name, so you can.
But I don't think
What
you
are they
can-
called?
creo que es lo único.
Well, that's buy the skin to find out.
I can't even
Madre.
remember. Helen had to name
Ah.
it. Sorry, Helen.
We make sure our microtransactions focus on the ability to customize nipples. Very.
¿Sí viste? Ahí mencionaron lo de los nipples.
find that
De las tetillas.
people,
Although I don't think you know what you were asking for when you wanted no nipple tassels, so I'll just leave it at that. You can decide the version that you want to see.
the tassels stay on in my build.
Yes. It's something.
Okay, that's a lot of time about nipples.
Sorry, yeah. No more nipple talk. A couple other fun things that are coming in Dante Unbound that we haven't talked about yet that are kind of silly, goofy fun. If you have seen the
Tetazos,
Ghost
hombre.
Prime Access trailer, anybody see that trailer?
A mí me
Yes.
cuadra.
You may have seen a fun animation that Ghost does, and we've decided the team turned it into an emote, so we have a little video clip here to show. You can put this emote on any Warframe you would like if you want to show off just how fun and goofy you are. You can put this, it'll be in the market as some other emotes are, and you can put it on any Warframe that you'd like.
Well,
No.
no, you have to pay for it.
Lo que viste antes de las tetillas
Microtransaction.
es una skin para Steinax.
Microtransaction panel.
Speaking-
Nipples,
Oh no.
taunting.
Speaking
Bad
of
timing.
other microtransactions, Void Shell skins. We love Void Shell skins. We actually have 3 coming in this update that we haven't shown yet. The first being for Banshee. So we have a little video here to show you what that's going to look like. If you're any Banshee mains out here.
¿Qué piensan ustedes de las animaciones como la que le colocaron a Gauss? ¿A ustedes les gusta ese tipo de animaciones? ¿O les parece que es un poquito que chirría con el tipo de juego que tenemos
She's
nosotros?
getting a Void Shell, and then our next one is Loki. Will be getting a Void Shell. Yeah. Yes, the Loki player in the
Pues,
audience.
tengo una vaina aquí
Loki's
que
also
no.
getting some tweaks this update,
He
so
is,
he's getting
yes.
some buffs.
An Augment as well.
An augment as well.
Decoy is getting some looks at. So yeah, he'll be getting a Void Shell.
Oh, and the most
No.
important thing, customizable
La puedo
invisibility.
quitar.
So you
Yes.
can, yeah, so you can actually see that skin that you paid money for
While you're invisible.
while you're invisible.
Obviamente es que la skin no es mala.
Yeah.
And then
La
last
skin
but
es
not least,
buena, pero Me chirría lo de las tetillas.
Shell skin.
¿Mm?
Bone Daddy.
Oh, there he is.
¿Un emote?
Yes, beautiful.
Yeah,
Pues
she's,
eso escuché yo también, pero lo pusieron
remember
como
being a
animación.
freshman
No sé,
update.
estuvo como raro, ¿no?
That's kind of when I came
that
around.
update 10?
Update 9, I think.
Nine or 10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when
that
I
was
showed up.
Lefantis.
Yeah.
It was flipped a
Oh,
long
madre,
time.
no me puedo.
And another little fun thing we're doing. Do you want to set the stage for this?
No.
It's silly.
No puedo.
The dawn of time.
Oh, crap.
We have had cosmetic bunny ears in Warframe that we shave off every year. Those bunny ears.
As it should be.
Oh, boo!
But with no one to stop me.
¿Qué más, Salva? ¿Cómo estamos? Saluditos para Salva, que anda en YouTube en este momento.
So as you know, your
¿Cómo está todo,
first
Salvita?
method of fur graphics, and we were like, well, what if the bunny ears got fur and then we made them permanent? Yes. Yes.
Bueno,
So
Yeah, we have a little video.
Con eso
showing
soluciona
what
lo de las
that could
tetillas.
look like. YouTube bro first. Look at it!
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
come on. So
Yeah.
these are going to be launching April 3rd, doing a little seasonal April
Me alegra, Salva.
vibe there. So you'll be able to pick these up permanently if you would like to. Look at them!
Yeah.
Look how great they are.
Yeah, and they're color customizable. They have beautiful, I think if you see them in different lighting, they'll have
actualmente
beautiful,
estamos haciendo directos de
bunny
Warframe los lunes y los miércoles. Perdón, lunes y viernes.
Sorry,
Lunes 2 de la tarde, viernes 2 de la tarde.
Sorry, Dad.
Mentira, 2 y media, 2 y media, 2 y media.
Yeah, I know.
¿Qué? ¿Las tetillas?
So hard to people that agree with you, but at the end of the day, I've heard it for too long.
¿Un paquete? No, no mucho.
I'm trying to rip them off.
Nuevo emote.
Oh, just like the wings. They're there.
La skin de Gauss. Colocaron el teaser de Dante. Pero bien, pero igual gracias, Salvita. La otra semana, si Dios lo permite, ya videitos, al menos unos 2 por semana de Warframe. Necesito ponerme las pilas, hermano. No, los fines de semana casi no, porque el sábado trabajo, salgo tarde. Bueno, mentira, el sábado salgo temprano y ya paso a descansar, salgo con mi esposa y tal. Y el domingo madrugo. ¿Apareció Parvos en el tráiler? Sí. Eso sí fue nuevo. Y el domingo ya madrugo para la iglesia, llegamos a eso de las 12 y ya en la tarde comparto con mi esposa. ¡Ah! Protea, papi, lo que estábamos hablando, Pacún. ¿Te lo dije o no te lo dije? Mentira, yo dije que fue, que iba a ser Saku, ¿no? Dale, 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 cuídate, Salva. Muchísimas gracias. Igual pues el video va a quedar en diferido para que lo pilles, ¿vale? Sí, está bonita. Me parece que quedó muy bonita Protea Prime. La combinación de colores me gustó. A farmear.
Is named after a flower. The protea is the South African flower.
And of course her gear will also be primed as well, her turrets, her belts.
If you've slept on Protea, I cannot emphasize enough how good.
Ah, Rebeca se le filtró. Es raro.
Yeah. This is not me trying to sell you another microtransaction either. She's just a great frame. You
Pero
will like her,
está
I
chula,
swear.
¿para qué?
But of course, without
Está chula la Protea.
prime weapons, so she will come with the Velix Prime, which is the artist is Vadim here, who did the concept, and then Vladimir did the render for
Ay,
this,
parce.
the model for this. So it looks amazing. She'll be getting the Velix Prime. Then the Okina Prime as well, dual daggers.
Protea tiene la Okina, yo no sabía. ¿Cómo se nota que casi no juego con Protea?
It's cool. It's our only size.
¿Cuál es que es la 4 de Protea,
And
ve?
accessory wise, she'll be coming with the Rop
Espérame.
Prime, assigned
Ya estoy
Dana,
estresado con esto.
concepted here by Corey beautifully, and Fudor did the
Que va a terminar sacando un ojo.
as well, the model, so it looks beautiful. And she'll also have a little bonus alternate helmet. Look at the movement on that.
Ah, no veo nada.
Moving part.
Parce, en serio.
And she'll also come with a ephemera, but we don't have an asset for that yet.
You can spoil the frame, but not the ephemera.
Yeah, I'm keeping them.
Ah, por
Yeah,
fin.
you're not allowed to see it.
Descansé.
So yeah, Protea
Yeah.
Prime will be our next Prime joining us. Will she have a trailer?
Ah, el ancla temporal de los 4, sí, yo no lo utilizo.
Will. They're working on it right now.
Es la habilidad que la spameas
Prime trailer
Yeah.
era.
Yeah, that's,
yeah.
y luego se devuelve el
Yeah,
tiempo,
they
¿no?
more in the team. I think they learned their lesson.
Yeah.
Like Gauss took a lot out of them, so they're
Oh, you make it sound so punishing. They learned their lesson.
No, este es el casco alternativo.
Not
they had a
like
lot of fun doing it, but I think leading up to TennoCon, they're kind of
Sino que estoy tapando el nombre. Ahí dice Protea Prime Alt Helmet Concept.
the scope of her trailer is not as much as Gauss. That came at a time
But it's very cool.
It's amazing though.
It's very
So watch it when it's out, but remember this talk.
I know, I feel like we underhyped it.
I know.
It'll be great. Speaking of it'll be great, Warframe is not the only game that Digital Extremes is working on.
Soulframe.
That,
What could, yeah, speaking
What could that be?
it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff, talk to us. How's Soulframe?
Oh, Megan, you're a good champion. I always get insecure talking to our ninjas about the game where you can pet rabbits.
But we have rabbit ears now.
Oh.
It's full circle. I'm sure some of you have heard us talk about Soulframe before, but those who don't know, it's the game that we're working on. It's very much a secret project.
Bueno, Soulframe, ¿cuánto lleva ya de haber sido anunciado?
It's right now.
¿2 años?
It's very early closed alpha that we're calling our Preludes build. And
La verdad
we're
sí.
getting a key,
O sea, es que,
to
bueno,
people
yo
who
entiendo a
play,
Digital Extremes
helping
lo que está haciendo
partially new team get used to
de tratar de venderle el juego a la comunidad de Warframe. Pero la gran falla ahí es que la comunidad de Warframe es bastante quisquillosa.
that Sarah's
Partan nomás de lo que pasa con mi canal, de lo que pasa en streaming. Yo estoy jugando
what you can see in our
Warframe y la demora es que cambie de juego y automáticamente la gente se va. Yo pienso que Soulframe debería comenzar a sacar el contenido aparte y comenzar a buscarse, a pautarlo para buscar una comunidad diferente y no tratar de traer a la comunidad de Warframe. O sea, si yo como jugador de Warframe ya estoy ahí y sé que existe Soulframe, yo lo voy a seguir en sus redes sociales y voy a consumir el contenido porque me interesa. No en un evento donde van a hablar de Warframe directamente y que me coloquen lo de Soulframe. Que por lo menos creo que fue el año pasado. Hubo, no sé si fue un DEVSTREAM o fue en la TENOCON que hablaron de... Fue en la TENOCON del año pasado, hablaron demasiado de Soulframe. ¿Qué onda, Cuarto Hokage? ¿Cómo estás? Sí, o sea, igual, como te digo, desarrollar un juego... Bueno, vamos a ver qué tanto vemos hoy. Si no, pero creo que ya esto ya lo hemos visto, ¿no? ¿O me parece? O sea, a mí el juego no me molesta. ¿Sí? A mí me parece bueno y lo quiero probar.
A foundling here of mother's sorrow, conveyed to me by beaver, by sparrow. Blighted, yes, or so they say. More righted though.
Pero son dos tipos de juego. Son dos tipos de juego muy diferentes, ¿oís?
So come gather motes of living world. Come gather arms against old and herd. And join our family beyond your blood. For blight is child of every
Yo no pude probar el alfa.
even bears.
Un oso con armadura.
A bear in a trailer is a risky move these days since Baldur's Gate.
I didn't. I'm so glad you mentioned that me after. I didn't even think about that. That's amazing. So yeah, so awesome work with the team back in London working on that.
Yeah, and we'll have, obviously more to share at TennoCon,
Yes,
perhaps.
we'll definitely give more insights, and
We have a 30-minute demo again.
30
we
minutes.
probably got a little too ambitious with you guys last TennoCon. Sorry about that. We'll yeah, we're figuring
You guys should be very proud. It's very
Yeah.
cool. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Can I have a key? No, still no.
I don't know.
Nah. That's cool.
That's right. So there's lots to look forward to for Soulframe, Preludes. We have TennoCon coming up, Dante Unbound next week. But that's not all for Warframe that we've been cooking up.
Yes, there is. So, to set the stage, as you know, Whispers in the Wall launched in December of last year. Hopefully you all got a chance to play it. If you haven't, it's there, it's free, it's not going anywhere. And we're doing Dante Unbound next week. We're adding some pretty interesting, deep Archimedia consecutive missions. Lots coming. We've talked about that update to death, so I shall speak no more on it. But we're trying to get an update out between Dante and TennoCon. So we know TennoCon's July 19th, and we know Dante's next week. So in the background, in addition to 1999, we've been working on a story that I think we've wanted to tell for the better part of 2 years now.
Ok, está diciendo que entre la actualización de Dante y la TENOCON, que es en julio, va a haber otra actualización acerca de una historia que ellos quieren contar y que llevan trabajando en ella hace 2 años.
One of the most beloved and interesting and sometimes friend, sometimes foe characters in Warframe is the Stalker. So we have an update dedicated to the Stalker.
Okay.
That we're hoping to come soon. We'll talk about it a lot next DevStream, but this is a really important topic for us for a lot of reasons. You know, whether you're new to Warframe or you've been with us for a long time, if you played every quest.
La actualización va a ser centrada en Stalker.
He plays in the identity of the Tenno of, like I said,
sí, Stalker, tal cual así como lo escuchaste. Bueno, ¿crees que, a ver, crees que ¿crees que lo de Stalker es más fanservice o qué? Yo lo veo más como fanservice. ¿O no? Bueno, obviamente dentro del juego no tenemos mucha información acerca de Stalker, eso sí es seguro, ¿no? Pero, hombre, ya en Dubi vimos que nos colocaron a Stalker como player jugable. Y la skin de Yareli Power Ranger no me incomoda, se ve bien.
That's right. Yeah, if you haven't given her a shot, since, you know, depending on where you get your Warframe news, if you play yourself, the skin is gorgeous, it's very
¿No te gustó la Yareli Power Ranger?
Now, she's kind of kick-ass. Yes. But now to that picture. Okay, yes. Megan's photos show that. Okay. Let's speak on Jade Shadows. Here you see something, all of this is brand new. It'll probably take you a while to parse what's actually going on here, but it's setting the stage for, maybe you can guess what that is lurking in the background. Obviously, Stalker gets from place to place using some type of planning craft of its own, so that'll be perhaps his. And then Jade stands in the forefront. 57th Warframe. Holding a weapon.
Jade es el nuevo Warframe número 57, parce.
This will be this time out before we're all looking to start.
Parce, tener 57 Warframes dentro del juego.
But this is going to be a cinematic quest update from the Stalker's point of view.
It has a very cool script.
Yep.
There is cinematics in production for it.
Yes.
So, yeah, the shovels are in the ground.
Yep. And our goal is to get it out
¿Hay video?
for TennoCon, and we'll keep you posted on how we're tracking for that. But there's going to
Se
be
parece a Harrow, ¿no?
because we want you to kind
El
of
casco.
keep the quest pretty blind. But we'll
Stalker y la Jade.
get a sense of what the update's about, when it
Hay que ver qué tipo de habilidades va a traer.
at what point in the game you need to play it, right? You don't want to convince your friends to play it and then they have to, you know, grind the whole story before they can get there. So we'll give you all the info that you would need to successfully enjoy Jade Shadows. We're also hoping to do another clan event with it.
Lo que está atrás es una nave de desembarco, ¿no?
Another way just to earn, you know, arcane farm and other things similar to how we did with Gargoyle's Cry. So this is a sometime between. It's definitely not in March because that's Dante, so that's a write-off. Certainly not going to be ready in April. So sometime between May, June, and TennoCon, we'll maybe. Perfect. Confidence.
Lots of wiggle room. Like it.
It's fine, but yeah, we're excited for this one. And that's Jade, which means, does anyone know what that means if we have a Warframe that starts with a J? There's only one letter we don't have.
What's the letter?
U. J is the second last letter we need.
Rob's very adamant.
This is like
this.
her top priority.
Yeah, sticky corners,
Sticky
a
corners
Warframe
in the alphabet.
with every.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh my god.
Yeah. All right.
That'll be the day. Umbra doesn't count because it's Excalibur Umbra. If the Arsenal said Umbra Excalibur, you'd probably win in court, but in this court,
it's the stage.
Yeah. Case dismissed.
All right. Probably what you've been waiting to hear.
La luz de Jade fue el modo que mataron a Marguri, supuestamente. Epa.
Numerical alphabet.
Buen dato.
1999.
Oh, what's that?
You tell me, Reb.
Okay.
Mira que esa nueva expansión me la quiero jugar, parce.
This is a Warframe update that you are going to learn about from now at TennoCon.
O sea, siento que esa actualización va a cambiar mucho Warframe. Quiero creerlo. Buena manera, obviamente.
It is indeed a Warframe update. The setting, the story, the characters, like any, Warframe update, they're going to be new. Arthur, of course, is the what we're calling the poster man. Take Excalibur, our poster boy. And then Excalibur is Excalibur. He is not Arthur. They are different characters, just so people don't think we've taken your Arsenal Excalibur and turned him into Arthur. You'll meet Arthur. What happens in your meetings is TBD. You'll have to watch TennoCon to find out. But this is a major update that we're working on, and like all our major updates, it's going to be risky. It's going to be very narrative focused, and we're bringing as much new as we can. And today we're here to talk a little bit about it and show you some things, and then of course at TennoCon even more. But we won't leave you hungry today. That much I pledge. What else? Anything to say?
I'm just, as like someone kind of on the periphery of it, I'm kind of blown away by the size of it, just the amount of content that's being made already.
Sí, hasta yo pensé lo mismo.
Even just calling it an update is a bit of an undersell for.
I just don't want anyone to leave a headline, Warframe makes another game or something.
No, it's
not a single player, unless some people thought it was a single player spin-off.
I think some people did think it was like Warframe 2 or something.
It's actually Warframe 1999.
Sorry.
Arthur es que se llama este man, ¿no?
It's really it's going to be a different, weird, fun chapter in Warframe. Of course, it'll be free. Those nipples stay on, and but you can tint them, which is
customizable.
Yeah, well, we do what we must.
Delicious.
But yeah, we have a special guest. Is this a special guest time?
I don't know if our special guest
is he awake?
He literally. Okay, can everyone yell, "Wake up, Ben"? 3, 2, 1. Wake up, Ben!
Oh, there he is! Everybody, Ben Star! Yay, Ben Star! He's awake! He's awake!
Welcome.
Hello, everyone.
And what brings you here today?
I'm here to talk about the nap that I just had. Oh my God, it was nice.
¿Qué más, Alfito? Alfilito. Alfitito.
We've been
Sí, ¿cómo estamos, parce?
Sorry about that.
No, it's been amazing. Thank you for having me.
Welcome.
But why have we been spending time with you, Ben?
Because
if
we've been working on Warframe 1999. I'm very excited to get to work on this. When you messaged me and said, would you be interested? I was like, yeah, I would. And it has been a complete joy from start to finish. You guys have embraced me. Thank you to everyone who's come up to me at some point in the past couple of months and said they're excited about it. You are an incredible fan base, and the support that you've already shown me, even before you've seen anything, has been incredible. So I really want to thank you.
Warframe community forever and ever.
Está agradeciendo el man porque es una gran fanbase que, a pesar de que no han visto absolutamente nada, aún así apoyan lo que están hablando.
To put that into context,
bien.
you're the voice of Arthur.
I'm the voice of Arthur.
Who we see here.
Él es la voz de Arthur.
So Arthur is a very mysterious character who I am bound by NDA to say very little about. Tiny bit. But I think the most amazing thing about being a part of this opportunity is about exploring a completely new character, exploring kind of the conflict between the humanity and the not human. I think is really exciting, and yeah, it's been a real treat. Really cool. He's so cool.
He is
so. I think the problem is I'm not very cool, so I get to play like really cool people and pretend. That's the best thing about being an actor. And this is such an amazing update. It's massive. The scope, what you guys want to do, I think is really amazing from what you've let me know about. And I'm really excited to show more. Do you want me to?
Do we want to show it now? You're the boss. We're looking to you for direction.
I am actually needing more time because it's only 3:34.
So we need to talk about some other stuff. He's really sexy.
But he could be, there's like
there's a lot of humanity to it. I think that's what draws me to characters. We've always spoken about how whatever we want to do, we want to make this character relatable. He's going to be a badass. He has a samurai sword, and like It looks amazing. And those of you who've played Whispers in the Wall, you got the first opportunity to play him, and you heard some of my so thank you for that.
Thank you for the huzz.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Yeah. Also, there's a lot of it's really cool. So you kind of get an idea of what he's going to be like. But
he's not he's alone in that.
He is.
But he's talking to someone. Did anyone pick up? And this is the opposite of the Q&A. This is our Q&A to you. If you played Whispers in the Walls, did you hear something? And feel free to yell it out if you know. We're among friends here. Like, I heard a mag back there. So we're gonna take you with us. We're gonna show you proto-frame Meg, but not till we're ready. So you're gonna see her today.
I feel like we're ready now. You just told everyone.
It was obvious if you played the update.
I guess.
Yeah.
But we should talk a little bit about what a proto, so Excalibur is a Warframe, and Arthur is a proto-frame. So just to start giving you, if you're here and you work on our wiki or something and you want to start, doing some seed pages there.
Nos aclaran de que Excalibur como tal es Warframe y Arthur es un proto-frame. ¿Sí? Pues no es que sea el mismo Excalibur, sino el prototipo. Sería Excaliburcito.
There's Excalibur and then there's Arthur.
And then there's Ben, and then not Arthur. So if Arthur says something you don't agree with in game,
just come to me. There'll be a PO box that you can send all of your complaints and questions to, and I'm really nice. I'll respond to every single one.
I don't know about that.
I will.
Santa doesn't reply to me ever.
Yeah, no, we spoke about that yesterday. This is deep lore people don't need to know about.
Yeah, we talked about Santa yesterday.
We talked about, and we've got to kill some time.
Yeah.
So
well, Megan loves Christmas.
I think this is really great stuff. That's really worth the Warframe live dev stream.
No, it's not.
It is. Where did you send your message to Santa when you were a kid? Did you send it to a little? We have a little post box at the supermarket where I send it.
Okay, now we're going to do but we're happy to announce we have a Santa microtransaction.
Yeah.
Warframe coming.
And I think that's what we really wanted to push was all of the microtransactions.
Yeah, and you actually Arthur will be silent in the quest unless you pay for the Ben line.
$1 per line.
Yeah.
So, I think that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, because and Soulframe's the same, right?
Oh, no, get me in trouble.
Se podría decir.
All right, fine. Speaking of Santa, we brought a gift to you.
We did.
Did we?
Yes.
Se podría decir que sí.
Talk about that now. Now that I filled it seamlessly, we wanted to show you something really cool that we've been working on because when we're talking about humanity, when we're talking about humanity, you don't understand and perceive humanity without reacting to others. And Arthur may be the poster boy, but he is certainly not alone. And today we want to show you a really cool thing. Am I allowed to?
Go for it.
Yeah. So this is a little sneak peek of what you might experience in the coming months and years.
Months and years. All right, play the video.
Esto es nuevo, ¿no? Esto no se ha visto hasta ahorita.
So, you're coming, are we?
It's a party, Arthur.
O sea, ¿esta es Mac? ¿Esta es la Proto Mac? No. Muy bacano. ¿Qué onda, Vicious? ¿Cómo estamos? Bueno, pues estamos viendo el dev stream en Rapid Frame. ¿No crees que sea Mac?
Let's watch it again. Let's watch it for 50 more minutes. Shout out to obviously the team back home.
Pero muy bacano, ¿no? El nuevo Warframe el 27, papi, la semana que viene, si Dios quiere, vamos a ver adelante. Vamos a tener actualización antes de la TennoCon entre marzo y julio, donde vamos a poder tener una expansión de la historia dedicada directamente al Stalker. Y ya presentaron la nueva Warframe que se llama Jade.
very clear to
Ah, bueno, lo que estabas viendo en pantalla es la nueva expansión de Warframe que va a venir posiblemente a finales de este año. Se llama Warframe 1999, creo que se pronuncia así. Y es lo que pasó mucho antes de Warframe. Porque Albert Centrati logró viajar al pasado, algo así, y nos van a presentar eso que está ahí, que es un proto Warframe. Ese es el proto Warframe, el proto Excalibur. Entonces van a expandir mucho más la historia con viajes en el tiempo y a ver qué es lo que pasa. Sí, sino que controla, pareciera que controlara el metal, ¿no? Porque hizo un pajarito. ¿Cómo es que se llama eso? Que sea de origami. Un cisne de origami. Bueno, aunque en teoría Mac tiene cierto poder magnético que en teoría podría utilizarlo para controlar algunos metales, ¿no? ¿O estoy equivocado? Yo digo que ella es Mac.
She has Cyberpunk. She has her voice in there as well, so it was really cool to work with her, and you'll obviously hear a lot more about her in 1999. That's right.
Que vamos a conocer más acerca de ella en 1999. 1999.
All right, we are on to the Q&A portion of this stream.
No, pero, o sea, a ver, la nueva actualización me parece que es muy bacana.
Anyone on this panel, there's a microphone right there. Go ahead and line up. Oh, I see hands shooting up.
Bueno, por lo visto ya van a terminar con preguntas y respuestas. Esperemos a ver. Igual ellos no pueden hablar mucho tampoco hoy, ¿no?
We are so super excited to do live Q&A because, oh my gosh, back in the day.
Okay, this is going to take some time.
No, that's good. We have time. No, our dev streams used to be all about Q&A, so doing it live is a very fresh vibe. So you there in the, is that a Revengeance shirt? Is that the Uniqlo Metal Gear shirt? Hell yeah, dude. Yep.
What is your question?
Raiden for life.
When will my man Caliban get some buffs?
Que cuando su hombre Caliban va a tener algunos bufos.
That's a strong response.
I know. To be honest, if I could say something now, I would. But he is very much under the gaze of Pablo, we'll call it.
Can we just start making promises for Pablo?
No, Pablo. If Pablo were here, he'd say, "Ask me at TennoCon."
Okay.
Thank you for your question. Great shirt. Great shirt.
All right, we're over here now. Hi.
Whoa.
Hello. What is your question?
Are any of the other Warframes going to be getting reworks like Loki is?
We are doing the Inaros rework with Dante Unbound. We actually do have our sights set on someone, I won't say who. And then Loki, we actually aren't considering reworking because we're worried about, well, I'm going to speak for Pablo a little bit because him and I talked about this. And it was kind of the meta of Loki's peak versus Warframe now. If we went into a direction that would take away a lot of his identity, we wouldn't be happy. So it's kind of like as simple as we don't really have any great ideas at the same time. And because of that, not a priority, especially since some other frames are a little more bruised, let's say. But yeah, I'm sorry for the Loki lovers out there, but no rework is planned or ideated.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're going back to this microphone. Hello. Hi.
Well, before you ask a question, I would like, because I think this would be fun, can every person strike a pose when the light lands? I think that would be fun to, like, surprise us, like, make it fun. You don't have to, but also maybe.
Should I strike a pose right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. 10 out of 10.
All right, so my question has to do with, like, the newest trailer. I saw Meg, and I was like, she looks so cool. What inspired that design, if you can answer that?
Liger.
Liger did a lot of work into this.
Liger did Arthur and Aoi.
Se llama Aoi.
I'm not going to say anything. We had very specific vision for
Pero será que escribe así, Aoi.
Arthur being sort of the Boy Scout that we're calling the Boy Man.
Scout
Man.
Scout.
Not Boy Scout, Man Scout, which is totally weird without context. And then Aoi, we really wanted to bring a version of Mag as the proto frame that we felt could just deliver on a nice contrast to
Aoi va a ser la versión de Mag como proto frame.
Yeah.
Se les dijo.
So if you were to see potentially other proto frame designs, they might share others similar aesthetics.
All right, pose over on stage right. Hi.
No.
I respect that.
I respect it. I respect it.
I have two questions. One, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure there's been like this taste for pseudo-exalted weapons and their stat sticking.
Correct.
If you do get rid of that interaction, any thoughts on how weapons would be buffed to compensate? And then my second question is, a lot of the later game players, most of what you're doing is trading. So any thoughts on improvements as for the ease of use in the trading, like some integrations from the Warframe market, for example?
The stat stick and buff question, that's basically you cannot separate those two in my mind. Like if we touch stat sticks, we would have to buff the pseudo-exalteds, or we would have to treat them as true exalteds. We have not done anything beyond talk about it, so I could pull up a Slack conversation with Pablo, like, are we going to do anything about stat sticks? I think it's really opaque that a player can't get the most out of Korra if they don't know to use like the ceramic dagger with the incarnate, with the ribbon, blah, blah, blah. And that just doesn't feel good to have hidden, but we're not really going to do anything anytime soon, to be quite honest.
Pues yo no entiendo por qué. A ver, mi pregunta es, el caso de Warframes como Korra, como Atlas, que aprovechan el concepto de stat stick, ¿sí? ¿Cuál es el afán de tocarlo? Pregunto. O sea, yo no veo puros... Si el día en que yo en Warframe vea que todo el mundo está jugando con Korra, o sea, hagamos algo porque están desperdiciando el resto del contenido. Pero legalmente, no. No sé. Es mi opinión acerca de eso, obviamente. O sea, a mí en lo particular no me afecta. No me afecta tampoco el que haya personas que tienen una Korra super rota matando gente, no sé.
So this is mainly a question about the drifter. I know on the profile, when you check the player's profile, you can see their operator, but you can't really see the drifter. Is there going to be any changes to let people see their drifter maybe sometime?
Por las estadísticas de farmeo. Pero ¿cómo lo decís, Pacún? ¿Por qué? ¿Estadísticas del farmeo? Explique su respuesta, joven, hágame el favor.
You're hired.
Yay! Drop there! I guess a bonus question, maybe new outfit for Drifter too? Like maybe a nice trench coat, no?
We're, the Dante, oh, that is
really Dante.
The Dante, oh, you're talking about Entrades.
Ese man está con la chaqueta de Dante de Devil May Cry, ¿no?
Never mind. I saw something too. I don't know what I saw. There's two Drifter outfits that are coming upsized from in the Dante Unbound.
Yeah, like the operator version can fit your Drifter.
We're putting two operator outfits in the Drifter machine.
I was going to ask that as well, but I figured the trench coat would be more important. So
well,
it is important. You're right.
Trench coat is important.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Very nice. Hello.
First off, Mr. Starr, I just want to let you know that I'm a huge fan. Your performance as Clive Rossfield in FF16 was phenomenal.
Thank you.
My actual question now is,
Okay.
I've been playing Warframe for about 10 years.
Te entiendo. Pero bueno, pues que ahorita es Warframe de farmeo, ¿no? Que me la dejen quieta. Yo casi no lo utilizo.
Besides just syndicate standing and void trace caps increases.
So we added the slates, we added the relay blessing. I think the social benefits might be a cool angle for us to explore. Like I think the mastery rank font blessing and relays, the social benefits of being a high rank player is a bit unexplored. But in terms of like an actual tactical reward or incentive, I'm thinking more in the social direction right now. But otherwise, I don't know.
Thank you for your answer. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for your question. Congrats on Legendary Rank 4. You're one rank higher than me for now.
Whoa!
Hey, when's infested liches, Meg?
Oh my god. Okay, maybe we should at least give the children a reprieve and say watch TennoCon.
You just said it, so watch TennoCon.
Bueno, ¿quieren que los liches infestados lleguen rápido o no?
Watch TennoCon. That's all I got.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Metal Gear shirt number 2. Oh my god.
Metal Gear.
That's the second Metal Gear shirt.
So, I'm seeing this Warframe 1999. I don't know if you guys remember a little game on the PS3 called Dark Sector.
Oh.
And I'm kind of seeing a little bit of influence here. And, like, Excalibur is like kind of your guys' mascot in a way.
You can take, you gotta take that one, Jeff, because you're the OG.
You were here.
Sector. Yeah.
We were just talking about that kind of today, about how when we made Warframe, like when we first, like it was kind of a desperation and we had to make something to survive, and we dipped into the pool of content that we had that we never released. So a lot of what Warframe was built on was the sci-fi version of Dark Sector that never came to be. So there's kind of like this really poetic full circle thing where you're building Warframe 99 on inspiration, you know, kind of based on what Dark Sector was when it shipped.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot of even kind of like the setting for where it takes place.
Yeah, the code names are the same internally,
yeah,
but
so
it's yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's kind of cool that there's like this little homage to DE again, kind of coming back up.
Keeping the dream alive.
Cool.
One day.
So yeah, very.
Yeah, thanks for spotting that.
Yep.
That's a great.
Very accurate.
Is there like a plan for a remaster?
No.
1999 is the remake.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm kidding.
There are dozens of us.
I'm only kidding.
All right.
Spotlight over here.
Oh!
He's meditating. Okay.
Oh, this will be a good push.
So my question is, you've already introduced some of the proto frames. Is there going to be fashion proto frames?
Actually, yes. And that's all I'll say on that. Yeah.
Me imaginé que iban a preguntar eso. Dijo que si los proto frames a futuro van a ser fashion proto frames, o sea que podemos traer la versión fashion al juego. Y obviamente dijeron que sí, se les va obviamente humanizar el Warframe, la gente lo va a querer.
Oh no.
No.
I think a little bit. That was an April Fool's joke, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, anything. Jeff, can we bring Great Pride?
You didn't listen to me about the ear, so.
Yeah. Well, I think it's
confirmed.
Yeah. If we can get Arthur to say a line about it, then we'll.
Yeah, I'll just say it and put it in the game.
Yeah, it's perfect. We work. It's a collaborative. I mean, we'll see. I mean, there's no reason not to, other than.
That's a good callback.
Yeah. Great Prime.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. Amazing.
I see a Leon Kennedy jacked in the dark.
Oh
my god.
For you and Meg Reb, so question, 2 questions actually. Is Uplink ever gonna come back to the game in some form?
Squad Link.
Squad Link.
Scarlet Spear, RIP.
Yeah.
It was so cool. Like during when you showed it last TennoCon, and I was like, what happened?
So, not in the way you might think, but it is not 6 feet under at the office. Like, it's in an urn and it's being like on life support. It's definitely not dead and gone. I can't say anything other than that right now, but if you liked it and you liked how it made you feel when you were playing connected to another squad with Squad Link, Uplink, we're experimenting really early days with something that we hope you would love. If it works out in the tests, we'll talk more about it at TennoCon, but it's certainly not dead.
Did you say it was in an urn?
Yeah.
It's pretty dead.
Someone didn't play Baldur's Gate 3. Actions
Well.
can be. No. It's not urn dead. It's I don't know.
Yeah, I just love the idea of
Same.
like all my like Tenno friends, my 16, everyone just in space on the ground fighting. So
I know. It's not okay. It's not totally dead. It's mostly dead, but not totally. That's all I can say.
Second question, just one more. So
wait, hold on. Second question. Oh no.
Sorry. I didn't mean to take up too much time. So what did anyone ever?
¿Qué onda, Anakin? El nuevo Warframe el 27. 27 de marzo tendremos a Dante. Y se viene nuevo Warframe más adelante llamado Jade. Y aparte de ello, entre marzo y julio vamos a tener una nueva actualización que es orientada a Stalker. Vamos a conocer más de Stalker.
All the lore for Warframe, all the characters, everything that you have. Has anybody at Digital Extremes ever considered making a tabletop game for it, like a TTRPG or even a war game? So the galaxy of like minis.
¿Qué más, Darius? ¿Cómo estás?
Look at Games Workshop. You could blow them out completely out of the water.
I don't know.
And I'd rather give money to you than them any day of the week. So.
Microtransactions.
Bueno, el man está preguntando que con todo el lore que tenemos de Warframe, ¿por qué no exploran otros juegos explotando el mundo que tienen ya de Warframe y los personajes? Como un RPG o un RPG táctico. Bien, parce, gracias a Dios. Y rato de no verte, Darius. Qué bueno verte, loco.
TTRPG. We haven't pursued it seriously, but we're all big fans of that type of entertainment. It's just a matter of, do we have the time? like that Stalker update probably won't come out for another year, but yeah, it's a time thing. We love it. We would endorse unofficial and for fun and fan versions.
Es que, a ver, desde mi punto de vista, Digital Extremes no debió haber porteado Warframe. Debió haber sacado un juego de móviles inspirado en el mundo de Warframe. No están dando drops hoy, por lo que no están en casa, eso dijeron. Se excusaron. Yo siempre pensé lo mismo con respecto al Warframe de móviles.
Minky had a concept for that a long time ago, like a modular frame, but I think so we have considered it, it didn't seem shippable, I think.
It was scope scary.
Like we wouldn't release a Warframe for a year if we did that, which I guess like at the end of the day you get a whole bunch of Warframes because of modularity, but yeah.
You get like infinite frames that way. All right, thank you.
It's the perfect exploit, infinite microtransactions.
Oh.
That's hard to hold, I'm sorry.
I know you.
You know me? I've never seen you before. Except online.
Who are you?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing here?
You haunt my dreams.
So, I was a little curious, being that...
Sí, Daniel. Viene Protea Prime. No dieron fecha, o al menos no la escuché.
At this very moment, or do you find it at all stagnant at all? The classic bullet jump into the roll into the...
Are you asking me pre or post sticky corners? Because that's a very loaded question.
Post sticky corners, I would say. And just secondarily, also, I'm not super familiar with it, but is Soulframe going to be taking a lot of the movement from Warframe, or is it very different? So
I'll go first.
Okay.
It's very much the inversion of Warframe, deliberately. It's going to be a slower pace, more thoughtful.
I always thought it'd be interesting to explore wall running in its original state as like a Skunkworks project, but otherwise I love it. I think it's the best moving, playing game in the third-person space. I think it's incredible, bullet jumping, aim gliding. Once you get good at it, it's hard to go back to games that don't have bullet jumping and aim gliding. For instance, every other game I play and try and bullet jump in doesn't work. But the wall running, I think, does have like if there was anything I was going to say like, oh, maybe we could bring the wall running in a 3.0, I would explore that.
That's pretty much the only thing that I could have thought of was because otherwise I'm very content with it.
You do haunt my dreams. Got it.
I was just curious if you liked it. Thank you very much.
Walls.
Thank you.
He's
a thinker.
No question, just posing.
No questions at all. Hi everyone. Somebody asked my Dark Sector question before, so I'm gonna pivot into a two-parter. The first question is actually Soulflame related. I remember in TennoCon you talked about how you were actively trying to avoid the grittier fantasy. Cozy fantasy was the word that was used before. Were there any other inspirations? A lot of the way that, like even in the trailer, the way that the character talks is very flub the saying, but it's the iambic pentameter. Thank you. So feels like there's a lot of other things, like almost Shakespearean things to it. So how did that work in terms of drawing from different inspiration?
Yeah, like I don't know, Steve and I kind of were just, it was hard for us to decide to like kind of start something new, so I think we just spent a lot of time talking about figuring out what the themes were that we would make us just as excited to start something new as what we were kind of leaving with Warframe. So we really wanted to talk about, as we were talking about it, we just got really attached to the ideas of the player as a healer force against, the kind of the conflicts that are happening in this world. To simplify it is, nature versus technology. But we wanted to kind of lean into like the romance a little bit of it, not the romance like Baldur's Gate, like romanticism, like the art movement. Not that, but I don't know if you're in Preludes, there's some lines in there that might.
I'm not in Preludes, so thanks.
Well,
yeah.
Get in line.
Funnily enough, that does lead into my second question. If you could go on a date with a Warframe. Me personally, it's Grendel. Love me pub, love me Messenger Prime, love me pulverize, simple as.
Can I ask what you would do on that date?
No, you cannot.
We would just eat. We would just eat.
No. What would you do on the date?
You would go out for food. Just eat some food. Just eat.
Jeff,
all around in a public setting. I don't know.
Yeah, great. That's what I wanted to
¿No habías entendido? Bueno, el man al final les preguntó que si tuvieran la oportunidad de citarse o salir a una cita con un Warframe, ¿con quién saldrían ellos? Y él personalmente dijo que saldría con Grendel.
Do you need more time?
You can refuse to answer.
How ancestral would it be if I said, like, Excalibur?
No.
You can date yourself, that's fine.
No, that's not me.
That's so Raphael coded of you. Ooh, that's a Baldur's Gate joke for all you.
Perdón, es que a rato me engomo en lo que estoy escuchando y no traduzco.
Who am I dating?
Yeah.
Probably Valkyr.
That's your
Saldría con Valkyr.
You just followed me, yeah.
No, I knew I was going to say that. It's my girl. Who are you going to date? Don't say Lotus.
Why choose?
Oh, okay.
All of them.
Okay.
All of them.
Ben, who are you dating?
Can you pick one for me? Can you give me 3 that I need to choose from?
I'm gonna you're gonna be with Mirage. I think there's just
I think it's decided.
It's Mirage. Yeah.
Bueno, obvio, a él le preguntan y el man es el que está doblando la voz de Arthur y él no ha jugado Warframe, o sea, no los conoce.
Are we at the circus whilst I'm doing the circus?
Entonces igual él le preguntó que le diera al menos 3 opciones para poder elegir una.
I hope that answered your question. Alright, spotlight over here, I think. Yeah! Oh!
So for everyone, what was your favorite part of the development for the 99 project? And for Ben, what was your favorite part of voice acting Arthur?
There's some really cool stuff that we haven't announced yet.
Preguntó el que fue la mejor parte de doblar a Arthur.
And I thought they were really they're cool. No, my favorite part about Arthur is how, as with most characters that I like to play, there is something inherently lovable about them, and it's about that. It's about making him a really likable human being, despite his kind of like rough exterior. And the one thing that we're really leaning into is like, how can we give him that gruff, rough? He's gonna absolutely do things to you, but
Está enamorado de Arthur.
But he's going to be nice about it. He's going to kiss you afterwards. But it's been, and yeah, he's very cool, and you are giving me a lot of free reign to play in that space, and I very much appreciate.
Lo dejaron jugar. Bueno, bien. Pensé que solamente lo habían dejado con la parte del doblaje, pero no, que lo dejaron jugar mucho del gameplay. O sea, que ya hay bastante adelantado del Warframe 1999.
We allow it, but yeah, it's a very interesting space for us because I think it's quite sacred to take a silent protagonist game like Warframe and introduce characters in the proto-frame concept. So I'm treating it as like a sacred right insofar as we're not being flippant about it. They are their own characters. They are not, like, that isn't Mag, that's Proto Meg, Aoi, that's Proto Excalibur, Arthur. They are different characters, and that line allows us to have a lot of constraints for how you as a player interact with things. And then the
Bien, ya ellos están respondiendo que de lo que más les gustó del Warframe 1999, la nueva expansión que viene. Rebeca dice que no son los Warframes que conocemos, es otra línea de tiempo, es otra historia. Por ejemplo, Aoi es la Proto Warframe de Mac y Arthur es el Proto Warframe de Excalibur. Dos cosas muy diferentes y que eso es lo que les ha gustado hasta ahorita.
Reb, what are the things that plague you?
Plague me?
Oh my god, what a deep question.
Oh my god.
Eso no lo entendí.
Jeff
Good thing we've still got a while.
I find that my plagues are defended by a supportive team, and anytime I get a bite or an ailment, I'm never alone. So for me, my plagues, they don't have a long lifespan.
¿Qué significa la palabra plex? Plex?
Insecurities, you know, obviously I don't know what I'm doing, so nice.
Not true.
I'm gonna be a little lame on Rebecca's behalf. I've genuinely never seen someone care so much.
Oh.
No sé.
So it's like I could. She's so invested. Like it's like.
No sé, la verdad no entendí la pregunta. O bueno, al menos la palabra como tal no la conozco. Si alguien la entendió. ¿Y cuándo Titania va a tener bufos?
Controversial question, because she's quite, you know, I could see her tribute being a bit more user-friendly in some ways. With it's a little hard to remember what each buff does, and I mean, there's other AOE debuffs that outscale it a little bit. So if I had to focus on an ability, it would be tribute. But I think her 4, I mean, those Dex Pixia, they do kill.
They sure do.
But yeah, maybe her tribute would be the first thing to receive tribute.
That would be appreciated.
Noted.
Find a titanium man. Make us a note.
Noted.
Notes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh.
Hey. Oh.
That's Barrow.
Warframe sweater? It is? I can't really see. Is it a Warframe sweater?
You're up next.
It's a Warframe backpack.
I knew I recognized it.
Wow. What is your question, my friend?
This kind of falls in line with one of the previous questions asked about who would you date, or which Warframe would you date.
I love this.
And that is, which NPC do you think that you would be most likely to be besties with?
NPC bestie.
I have an
Arthur. You already.
No, just because he's really great. Fibonacci.
Oh.
Because Neil's nice.
We love you, Neil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who wouldn't want to have a great friendship with an ever so slightly cranky fish? You know. I just feel like if you don't have a cranky
Les pregunto
fish,
cuál es el NPC favorito de ellos.
I think for me, I'll call him an NPC. I love Ortis. I think, especially like.
No, es que Ortiz
I think he's
es bueno,
just the
parce.
cutest thing, and I think we'd be best friends. I think we'd just be besties.
You better say Lotus, Jeff.
Lotus.
I'm joking.
I'm cool with Lotus.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm cool with Lotus. She's fine.
I'm gonna. I don't know.
This is canon.
I know. That's why I gotta be very careful. I think I would take Hard Not to Love Little Duck.
I was thinking of Little Duck.
Hard Not to Love Little Duck. We'd be besties for sure, drinking in the back.
Bueno, para los nuevos Little Duck es la NPC que desbloqueamos en Fortuna, ¿no?
Nope. Yep. The dog.
O sea, primero hablamos con Audico y después hablamos con Little Duck. Bueno, parceritos, yo voy a ir despidiéndome de los que nos están viendo en YouTube. Voy por agua, voy a tenerlo hasta ahí. Ya la parte de ronda de preguntas y respuestas, pues no creo que aclaren, o al menos no van a dar mucha información acerca de lo que viene Warframe a futuro, porque ellos ya dijeron lo que tenían que decir. Voy a cambiar título mientras y voy por agua. Retomamos el Hollow Knight porque quiero avanzar un poquito con Hollow el día de hoy para dejar el directo del día de hoy hasta ahí, ¿vale? Entonces vamos a cambiar directito, vamos a cambiar todo y ya en breve nos vemos. Recuerden que vamos a continuar con Hollow Knight. Igual, gracias por la compañía, parceros.